Okay, this is part 2 of the vocab on page 1, places which we might go to in a town. Okay, at the top we've got a park. Ko en. Ko means public, and en is a park. You've got to sometimes pay en to go inside a park. Ko. You've got to pay en to go inside a park. Ko en. Park. Next we have a hospital. Hopefully you won't need to go there, but if you do, it's called a byo, from byoki, meaning ill, byo-in. And of course, if you go to a hospital, you're going to be in the byo-in, byo-in. Not to be confused with a beauty salon, almost the same, but look at the size of that yo there. It's not small as in here, it's not byo. It's a hiragana in its own right, so it gets a full beat. It becomes byo-in, byo-in, rather than byo-in, byo-in. Next we have a hotel, hoteru, hoteru. That would be a Western style hotel. That'd be a different word for a Japanese style hotel. That would be called a ryokan. Next we have a bank, ginko, very common in your GCSE exam. Ginko, gin meaning silver and ko meaning to go. So to go and put your silver away. Ginko, ginko. Next we have a department store, departo, obviously short for departamento store. And that's why it's in katakana, it's originally from English. Next we've got the post office, yubinkyoku, 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 the post office. Next we have the police box, the koban, still very, very common in Japan. A lot of corners in cities and towns will have a koban, and you can go there to ask for directions and various things. They're very important. Koban, and they often appear in GCSE exams. A policeman, a keisatsu, keisatsu, sometimes called keisatsu sho, keisatsu, keisatsu policemen. They catch lots of criminals and then they've got lots of cases. Keisatsu, keisatsu. Next we have a castle. It gets honorific o, and it's called shiro or shiro. And shiro, you might recall, means white. And actually, if you see a picture of a castle, which I'll show you, you'll see they are white. And there you have an oshiro, oshiro. And you can see it's always painted this lovely white colour. That's not why it's called oshiro. That just happens to be a coincidence. Oshiro. Next we have a temple. Again, it gets the honorific o, otera, otera. That's the kanji for it there. We'll talk about that in a moment. Otera. Here's a classic picture of a Japanese famous otera. This is called the Golden Pavilion, and it's covered in gold. This is an otera. This is the gate that leads to a very famous temple in Tokyo, and it's called the Kaminarimon. That's the Thunder Gate. But you'll see here, look, there are some interesting carvings of gods here, and they're quite scary. In fact, you look at those and you might feel a sense of terror. Terror. Well, that's handy because it's an otera. Otera, a temple. Okay, this is a picture of a shrine. It's called jinja, jinja, and you can see the buildings look very similar to a temple, but you can tell it's a shrine because it's got this fabulous gate out the front here, and that's called a torii gate. So if it's got a torii gate out the front, you know it's a shrine and not a temple. It would be called a jinja. That's where ginger people go to pray. Jinja. That's not actually true. That's just to help you remember. There it is, shrine. The kanji we'll look at later, ginger, ginger, and sounds just like the word ginger. Possibly they have food there flavoured with ginger, I'm not sure, but a shrine is a ginger. And that's over our vocab for page 1.